Hello class, let's take a look at a justification of why it works, why the rules work when we're multiplying fractions. Now, let me write the rule here. Remember that the basic rule says if you have a over b times c over d, this represents ac over bd as long as bd is not equal to 0. So this is the basic formula that we've been using. And the idea is that when you multiply fractions, you simply just multiply the numerators and denominators and reduce common factors. Now, let me actually explain what that means with this fraction. So if you were to just simplify, you would just say that this is 1/3 times the values of 3 over 1. And in this case, this is 1 times 3 over 3 times 1. And this simply simplifies to 1. Now, what we're using here is basically the rule that tells us the simplification of, in this case, the meaning of multiplying fractions. We are viewing 3 as 3 over 1, so it is in fact a fraction. But let me explain the why of it. Now, if you look at the number line, I'm just going to draw the number line here. I'm just going to say that this is 0 and this is the values of 1. And what we technically have on the first problem is that this is a third. So you basically divide the number line into 3 pieces. I'm going to say that this is 1/3, this is 2/3, and not to scale, but this is going to represent 3/3. Now, what we mean by 1/3 times the values of 3, this means repeated addition. So this actually means 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3, which in this case it represents, well, technically 3/3 or the values of 1. On the number line, it actually means that if you start counting at 0, you add technically 1/3 plus another third plus another third, you're going to end up with technically the values of 1. So in reality, multiplication of fractions just represents repeated addition, except that if you were to have fractions with larger denominators, it's going to look really messy on the number line.